Again,
Are we live?
late lap.
I think we're live. YouTube, are we working today? YouTube, please work. It says we're live. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful November 13th, 2025. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself. We're joined by Mr. Poster Tubbs and Real Texan Politics.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
So, we have a lot to
And
talk
Luke's here.
about. And Luke
we got
joined.
Luke.
Yeah,
I won't be here for a minute because I'm working. But
Dick Cheney's here.
yeah, what's
Yeah.
going on? Anything big happen?
No, we're gonna go over the shutdown that just ended a couple days ago. Well, I guess.
Well, no, I
yesterday.
saw the file. I saw like the files are like a joke now.
Yeah, well, listen, we'll talk about those because I might have to take the walk of shame today because
It's fine. We all make mistakes, Rap.
I think Trump might have been right. Listen, I still think they gotta release all the files, but now I'm starting to understand why they called it a hoax.
Okay, anyways, I might be on in like an hour. We'll see.
All right, so guys, we have a lot.
All the shit that the Democrats had were just fake stuff trying to implicate Trump.
Yeah,
That's basically
it's
what it was.
literally fake emails. I mean, and now the more you read the emails, I think it kind of proves Trump wasn't involved because the way emails are read and written, it sounds like they're making fun of him. So I don't know. We'll get
I
to that
think
in
the
a
whole
second.
thing is basically that the Democrats weren't going to agree to anything that the Republicans wanted to release because the Republicans were just going to release stuff that
Everything.
didn't implicate Trump. Well, yeah, they were going to release stuff
Mhm.
that didn't implicate Trump.
Yeah.
The Democrats wanted to release stuff that would implicate Trump.
Yeah, and they purposely sliced up emails. They spliced it out. They purposely released only 2 of them. Republicans, meanwhile, released like 23,000. So
Yeah, if Trump had done anything bad, it would have been released before
Oh.
the 2016 or 2020.
yeah, like somebody brought up, it would have been released in 2016. It would have been
Yeah.
released back then.
I mean, honestly, like, Epstein is kind of important, but a lot of it is just like conspiratorial, like cape shit, and like there's no benefit to like constantly like obviously release it, but it's like if you're obsessed with it from the left or the right, there's really no benefit to it. You know, I think the reality of Epstein is much less crazy than what people think.
I've always believed that, like, it wasn't as crazy as some people are saying. Now, I still think they did some really shady stuff, obviously.
Oh yeah,
but
he's definitely an op for a certain country.
a couple, I think. I've always believed in a couple.
Not just the one people think. He's for like probably Britain too.
I think for all of the major ones. I think even like there's one email going around saying it might be connected to Russia for crying out loud. So I don't know. I think
Anyways,
it's all of them.
like, comment, subscribe, send your super chats, especially you American nerds. Send your twos. Send your twos.
Jeez. Yeah,
Send-
so like Real Texan is saying, join the channel today for only $1 a month, and of course, I'll read through as much chat as possible. But super chats are the best way to get your questions answered, and we do got a couple of super chats to read through.
Do we have an American nerd for 2?
Not yet. Oh, actually, we do. So Dan for 2, Massey will be the Amasha for Trump's second term. Oh, he started to lose it completely. If he hasn't already, even a lot of his most pro people are starting to realize he's batshit crazy because he is. He's fucking insane. So
He's gone. The more interesting thing is this MTG is gone in the primary.
I think
next
she's
year.
done too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spikes for 2. Trump's approval is still higher than Obama/Bush 2. Yeah, that's a funny thing about this. Trump's approval is still like 5 points higher than them, which is crazy to say, but it is. Jared the American for 5. In other news, recently finished the outline for a book, The Soldier's Wolf, A Tale of North and South. If you're interested in reading it, DM me. Oh, nice. That's actually impressive to get a book down. It takes a while. I've experienced, so that's a good thing. It's always a good thing to get your book done. So good job. K-Cub for 2. I heard Percent's good economic news soon. Yeah, we'll get to that. American Nerd for 2. The government shutdown is over. Now what? Now it's time for Trump to go on the economy. To focus on the economy and nothing else for the next year.
Now we gotta prepare for the next shutdown, which will take place in October of 2026
Yeah.
and will last
until
mid-November 2026.
All right, a glitch Evie for 2. I've been reconnected with friends I grew up with. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I met somebody in high school. No, from high school for the first time in like half a decade. It was really nice. He was at a restaurant. He was working at a restaurant I just went to. So yeah, always nice when that happens.
Very nice, very nice.
All right. So, let's get into it. There's a lot to talk about today. The first big story, hold on. Sedan for 2, it's time Bondi resigns. It's not gonna happen. Perfect world she would, but it's just she's stuck there.
Well, big news from today. So, well, I think actually yesterday, Jasmine Crockett is set to announce whether she'll run for Senate or not in December.
Woohoo! Good luck, Texas. Good luck with that. Can you imagine getting stuck with Crockett?
She might.
For
I mean,
6
I don't.
years?
She might actually be the nominee. I don't think she's not winning the general election. I will say though, Colin Allred is basically done. Like, there's no path
Yeah,
for
he's
him
done.
to getting the nomination.
It's either gonna be either the fake Christian pastor or freaking Crockett. Pick your poison.
It's probably right now. If she actually does run, it sounds like Allred's going to basically be locked out of the runoff
Yeah,
because
I mean, and he's probably the most sane of
he's
the
gonna
3.
yeah,
So.
he's gonna basically collapse to third place and will just stay there. Like even on Calfee, he's down to single digits right
He's
now.
done.
It's Crockett and Tallarico in the 40s, and he's at like 6 or something.
Yeah, the funny thing is he's the most sane person of them all, and he's not the
I don't know
nominee.
who you're talking about. Who's running against Crockett and Tallarico in Texas? Oh my God! I forgot he was even running.
It's like nobody cares about him anymore.
Most people did because once Tallarico entered the race, he basically got all the momentum. He raised more money in like maybe a couple days, I think, than Allred had raised the entirety of his campaign.
All right.
Um,
Yeah. So I don't know how that's gonna go. Like that primary is gonna be a shit show.
It's going to be a shit show. I think. I mean, as of now, I think it'll be Tallarico, but I think it's looking like it'll either be Tallarico or Crockett. Allred will probably just. He's just gonna. I don't even know what's gonna happen with him.
All right.
He may drop out, honestly, but probably not actually.
Yeah. American Narrative for 2, thoughts of the 6 Democrats who voted to end the shutdown while Jared Golden proved what he said he was going to do. He does not give a shit anymore.
Golden's done. He's retiring. Perez will probably get primaried out.
Apparently
Davis got drawn out. Gray is still in a competitive seat. He'll probably win, but I think he's still in a very competitive seat. If he gets primaried out, I think that's actually that's the dominoes falling in California.
That's the risk of that gerrymander. You lose Adam Gray, you have a big problem. I don't think.
I definitely think that implying that Prop 50 doesn't the lawsuit against it is unsuccessful. I think it's going to be a dummy mander, at least in the Central Valley.
Down the line, I think in 5 years will blow up in their face. They did not think that through at all. But
let me see if I can go down the list here. Because I think the thing is, the common theme with all of them is that they're all in Trump seats.
Yeah, they all are in. Yeah, it's Golden, Perez, Cuellar, Gray. Did Gonzalez vote for this?
I don't.
It was Davis. I know the 5th one. Was it Gonzalez? It might have been
Swazi.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find the list.
It was Swazi. Yeah, so those are the 6. All of them are Trump seats. Now, I think Jared Golden, he's going to probably be like the most moderate member of the House for the next 12 months. I really think he doesn't care anymore. He's clearly not happy with the Democratic Party for obvious reasons. What happened in Virginia? That's why he retired, by the way. He retired because of threats to his family, but also
once he leaves, he may just switch He might just become an independent.
I've heard he's gonna switch parties. Actually, maybe
I don't know if he'll become a Republican. I don't know if he'll become a Republican, but maybe independent.
Listen, Jared Golden's one of the few Democrats that has half a brain. So I know he votes partisan Democrat, but he has to because look at what's happening now. Mm-hmm. He got primaried out in a Trump seat. So yeah, that's what he has to deal with. So I think
here. So we have so Jared Golden's in Trump plus 10 seat, Cuellar's Trump plus 8, Gray's Trump plus 5, Davis is Trump plus 11 in the new map, Swazi's Trump plus 4, Marie Perez is Trump plus 3. Already, I mean, there's probably primary challenges for all of them, except maybe, Davis is done anyways.
There is one for Perez. I know that there's a communist running. So
yeah. Cuellar might go to prison. I mean, his trial's after the primary, though. He'll win the primary easily, but
Is the
again,
Cisneros woman still running against him?
who?
Cisneros, is she running
No.
against him?
I don't know. I think I don't know if she lives in San Antonio, or she may live in Laredo. She could run again. I don't. But since you don't have you don't have San Antonio in there anymore, it's gonna be a lot harder for a primary challenge for him to get primaried out.
Yeah, somebody in chat, this is a good point by Colton. Like, he's getting death threats for not being progressive. Yeah, that's why he dropped out. The final nail in the coffin was Jay Jones winning. That's the reality of it. He realized, these people are nuts. So I gotta get out of here. That's what happened. But yeah, he was getting death threats by progressives. Because he was like 90% Democrat. But that's who these people are. If you're not 100% in line, even that's not enough for some people. You have to be 120%.
I think they're trying to basically target everybody that's taking money from APAC. Because that's the thing. The APAC tracker is like the
That's
gospel
right.
for progressives.
And these people are batshit crazy. I mean, and even then, that tracker's full of crap. You look at some of the numbers from it. Some of it's true, but some of it's bullshit.
Look at the people who run it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're soy.
Yeah.
You have an obese white woman, and then like a skinny gay guy. Luke and I were talking about this in his server yesterday. Just the average like appearance of liberal men and liberal women. Like white liberal men are always like skinny twinks, basically. I probably shouldn't. I probably not supposed to say that on here, but they're like soy guys, and then the white liberal women are just obese.
Yeah, and this is what people don't understand about that. Like, again, the problem is not tracking it. Just some of the numbers are full of shit. I mean, some of the numbers are just bullshit. It's misleading. And you notice they never mention Thomas Massey. Funny how that works. Even though he gets money from quite possibly the most Zionist person in the country, who's a billionaire. And I'm not even attacking him for it.
Then you get Mike Collins with his $9.
Yeah, it's like, guys, because that's how that's a problem with that whole thing. They include anything. It can be as simple as, I don't know, Mike Collins went to an event and it was like APAC was a sponsor or something. I don't know. And they give him a sandwich or something. Who knows? Why is that like the thing? Why is that like it's stupid? The way it's done, again, it's a big issue. There's better ways to do it. Because that whole thing is just, it's bad. American, what?
Go ahead.
Oh, a glitch Eevee for 2. First, we've spoken over 5 years. Oh, nice. William Garrett for 5. Hey, Rap, everyone is tripping out about the H1B comment, but I think the fact that Trump made a $100,000 fee for them to come in, I'm happy on. That fee is kind of misleading. I mean, if there is a fee in place, but it's not as widespread as it should be. So we'll talk about the H1B stuff in a second because I've heard some news on that front too. Jacob Martin for 10. If quote-unquote principled Senate Republicans want a compromise, pass a temporary Senate rule, change that only applies to nuclear option to thwart any October 2026 shutdown and only just prior to the midterms. I like that. I agree with that. We got to talk about that too because the Democrats, they're going to try the same shit in October next year. They're going to do the same thing.
Guaranteed.
Now, it might not pass this time because some Democrats realize, we do that again, it's going to blow up in our face, but we'll see. American Nerd for 5. Rap, thoughts on Trump's speech when he signed the CR last night? I heard him mention ending the filibuster and fixing cost of living. Are we back? We'll talk a little bit about that because that's kind of the big story. K-Cub for 2. You can't be a Democrat. You have to be progressive. Yeah, and by the way, Richard Barris, I know some people have a problem with, for obvious reasons. But he's pulling right now. And he actually says something kind of interesting. I gotta pull this up. Where is it at? Right here. So, Democrats do not identify as a traditional Democrat or a blue dog anymore. They self-identify as socialists now, according to a recent poll by People's Pundit. Who I know there's some people that don't like him, but that's to say the Democrat Party. If you're not progressive, you're not socialist, you're done. That's what's happening to Golden Perez. Who's the other one? Who's our Democrats get primaried out? I thought there was a third one. Was there a third one?
Jeffries?
Maybe Jeffries, yeah. He's not progressive enough, which is just batshit crazy. That's to say the Democrat Party, everybody. Not good. American Order for 2. Who was the other Republican who voted with Massey? That was Greg Stubbe, I think.
Greg Stubbe down in Florida.
He had a good reason though. He had a good reason to vote no, because there was a provision in the bill where senators who were impacted by Operation Arctic Frost, they could get $500,000 basically. That's a real thing. So anybody else targeted by Arctic Frost, they get nothing. They don't get any help. But the senators, they do. And they stuck it at the last second and you can't do anything about it. That's why he voted no. So, yeah. That's
He'll probably get primaried out.
Yeah, oh, hey, Tyrone.
Really quickly, before we resume, I fucking told you so, motherfucker. What didn't I? I told you it was bullshit.
Yeah, tell him about the Epstein stuff.
Yeah, for those who are unaware, the Democratic Party is claiming that Trump and Epstein spent Thanksgiving 2017 together.
Yeah, but there's a tiny problem. Tiny problem with that.
Posted a tweet of him, literal camera recording from multiple news agencies showing Trump spent Thanksgiving at Mar-a-Lago with his family in 2017. If you fell for this shit, and rap included, I'm sorry, I'm gonna dig into you a bit here. If you fell for this shit, you're a fucking sucker, and you have proved that the right continues to have a knee-jerk defeatism response.
Yeah.
Now,
in the words of Joe Biden, you're the sucker, you're the loser.
Now, in my defense, that's not the tweet I fell for. I fell for the one where it's like this victim knew about this. It turns out it's one of the victims that literally said that Trump did not do anything, and they purposely blurred that out. It was in the original documents, right? The unfiltered documents. They're allowed to release it. And the
Epstein case is nothing more than a fucking nothing burger to try and distract people from the actually important shit. And if you fall for the Epstein nonsense and you seriously think Donald Trump's a pedophile, well, one,
this confirms it's not. He's not.
Yeah, like, why would the Democratic Party of all times wait for Trump almost a year into his second term to release information proving he's a pedophile when they could have done it, I don't know, during 2020 with his initial 2016, yeah, 2016. I mean, if they were claiming 2017, they could do 2016, but they could have done it to damage the Republican Party in the midterms. They could have done it to damage his attempt in 2020 for re-election. They could have done it in 2024 shortly after Biden stepped down because they knew damn well Harris was not going to win. And they could have done it a variety of times. But why wait now during an off-year election after Democrats had hypercharged over performances to try and own Trump? The reason is it's bullshit, and they know it's bullshit, and the only people who are going to fall for this are right-wing panicans who immediately react and say it's over to fucking everything, which some of you in the comments act like that. Rap acts like that himself sometimes. Shame on you. And actual little Democrats. This shit isn't an attempt to fucking be honest. This shit is an attempt to energize their base after they won a victory, because they know that if they don't keep this momentum up, it's going to happen by the midterms and Trump's going to be fine.
Yeah, and now again, like somebody brought up in chat, they redacted things that were redacted or unredacted. They purposely blacked out stuff, and they released only 3 emails when there were 23,000. And really, you know why they didn't release other emails? Because
it would
Trump's name wasn't on them.
Yeah, Trump wasn't on them, but also the best part is it kind of proves the New York Times knew about this shit for years and they didn't report on it.
I think it's also Democrats probably think they have the votes to impeach Trump now.
Good luck.
A lot of y'all motherfuckers continue to fall for the same lamestream of media bullshit, and you should know after 10 years of endless media assault on Trump that they're full of shit. Fucking come on, people!
Well,
yeah.
I never believed. I always thought the Epstein files were cave shit. So don't yell at me, Tyrone.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at Rap, and I'm yelling at select people who I know watch this stream that I argue with all the time.
American Order for 6.
Sorry, Rap. I am grilling you though.
Yeah, it's fine. I deserve it. American Order for 6. Why are we still talking about Epstein? Only boomers or resist libs care about that BS. I honestly stopped about it after Massey made it his life goal. Well, because, like, okay, my issue has always been the way they handled it. But now I'm starting to realize, oh, that's why. Because they're just making shit up. They just made up fake emails out of thin air. Just like, oh, yeah, we redact parts that are unredacted. We only release 5 emails when there's 23,000. It implicates a bunch of Democrats. Funny how that works. And Trump might have been right. This was a hoax. This
was
might
a hoax from the fucking beginning. 99% of the shit that they try to report on is bullshit. If you want to criticize Trump for his fuck ups with the economy, tariffs. Criticize him for that shit. Don't criticize him for things that are fundamentally stemming from Democratic avenues, because they have been proven to be lying about this shit since day fucking one, people. Come on. You're all better than that, I hope.
And this is a good tweet by somebody that I saw. This tweet went viral. And this kind of is my thought process. Why I'm not doing as much now, because it's... At first I saw it, I was like, oh god, it's not good. But then it's like, oh, they redacted stuff, and then they cut stuff out, and then blah, blah, blah. But this tweet right here, this kind of illustrates what the problem is with what they released. Because, again, Democrats, they're only pushing 4 emails when there was like 23,000. And this is the tweet here. With the release of the Epstein files, we found out that Epstein hated Trump, didn't trust him, they weren't friends. The New York Times directly worked with Epstein to suppress stories about him. Yeah, they worked with Epstein. The New York Times was in the emails admitting, hey, guys, we gotta work together, and hey, Epstein, we want to take down Trump. What's the guy's name? Michael Wolff? What's his name? Michael Wolff?
Michael Wolff, yeah.
That guy should be in prison.
Trump and Epstein were probably friends in the 90s. I will admit that.
Well, yeah, that's always been the case.
Yeah, nobody denies that.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, the moment Trump found out, he banned him from MAGA.
Yeah. He banned him immediately. And funny enough, these emails kind of confirm it. And they say, oh, well, Epstein says this. Guys, the more you read about these emails, to me, it looks like Epstein was using Trump as like a punchline. Because he did not like him at that point.
Yeah, I don't think he really cared for Trump at all.
I don't think he did.
I don't think they were ever that close. I think, it was just like a casual friendship. And Epstein had a lot of casual, powerful friends. Like, this is well known. And yeah, I've never believed in the Trump Epstein stuff. I've always thought it was exaggerated. And for that matter, I don't even know if like some of the other, like, say, Democratic politicians were, aside from Clinton, I don't think Democratic politicians were that involved with Epstein either. It was, his main involvement seems to be with celebrities more so than...
it was mostly celebrities. And
it was more so than political figures.
There were some political figures. Now, it's funny enough, Hillary Clinton apparently had an affair in the 90s, and that person died a year later. That's what the emails confirmed,
it probably was Bill Clinton, probably was Prince Andrew.
Yeah, probably Prince
Andrew.
It was a Clinton's, Prince Andrew, a couple high-level Democrats, Republicans, but it was... I never bought the idea...
Every Democrat we don't like was involved with Epstein.
That's real. But really, this idea that was every politician, I never bought into that. Even when it was at its most highest point for, like, popularity, like, everybody's involved. I never believed that. I always thought some were involved, but yeah.
I will also say, though, if these emails were after 2007, then a lot of it, it's probably just Epstein just getting salty over Trump banning him from Mar-a-Lago.
And that's the rest of this tweet here. After Bradley Edwards, the lawyer for the accuser, said that Trump was the only individual to cooperate and help, Epstein said Trump didn't have one decent cell in his body. This was so compelling that Democrats faked the redaction of a supposed victim's name. The name was Virginia Giuffre, who publicly testified that Trump was innocent. And also, they kind of proved Russiagate was bullshit, these emails. These dumbasses accidentally admitted, Epstein was actually pushing the Russiagate stuff. He was the one that probably created it. So, Epstein is actually the one that created Russiagate, probably.
So I once again present the Trump was right about everything award.
Yeah. The walk of shame. Yeah, Epstein's a resist lib. I forgot I posted that.
I can't believe Real American fell for it again awards.
Yeah.
Speaking of fell for it again award, you fell for this yesterday. There was a tweet from Insider Wire that Beau French, the
shut up.
The Tarrant County Republican Party chair, resigned because he called Valentina Gomez a foreigner, which he is.
I fell for it.
Yeah, you fell for it. It had nothing to do with Valentina Gomez. He resigned to run for Texas Railroad Commissioner, which I fully support, by the way. He'll be great.
Yeah,
I mean,
he is
Valentina Gomez is like still has a really thick accent. I'm sorry. It's like it'd be it's not just her ethnicity. I think she came to America when she was like 19.
Yeah.
She's a 4-time carpetbagger. She carpetbagged from Columbia to New Jersey, then from New Jersey to Missouri, from Missouri to
Missouri?
Texas, from Missouri to Houston, and then Houston to, I guess, Austin.
We got some breaking news, everybody.
You were wrong again?
Shut up.
Yes.
We have a major endorsement out of the great state of Florida. Elon Musk has officially endorsed Byron Donalds for governor.
Right.
Yeah, what's that other guy running for governor?
Oh, yeah, I like that guy, but, dude, you're going to get killed.
Called Byron Donalds a DEI hire.
James Fishback.
I like him. He says good stuff, but
would probably be a good governor. I imagine so. I think he's just going to be an online candidate, though.
Oh, he's an actual online candidate. As much whatever you think of him,
yeah, I think he's a good guy, but I just think that's stupid. I just think like you're better off just like pushing. I think his whole intentions are to push.
Thank you. We actually do have another breaking news story. This is actually a pretty big one. John Fetterman has been hospitalized for a fall.
Wait, what?
John Fetterman had a fall today. He had a fall.
Oh, boy.
And was hospitalized in Pittsburgh. He had a ventricular fibrillation flare-up that led to him feeling lightheaded, falling to the ground, hitting his face with minor injuries.
It's so sad the state of Israel just killed John Fetterman. I don't know. I'm doing my best impersonation.
So true.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so Fetterman, funny enough, this is the day after he says, like, the Democrats are insane for going towards, like, socialist people. Funny how that works.
The Democrats messed up his his fibrillation. Whatever.
Would you really be shocked though with these people? I mean, wait.
No. Honestly, he is probably a target. I mean, he's probably gotten so many death threats from progressives.
Look, these lunatics are trying to kill Cat Turd for crying out loud. So yeah, you guys wrote that.
The same person that targeted Cat Turd targeted Matt Walsh. By the way,
they're trying to kill his kids. I mean, that's what we're dealing with here. And that's why I'm harsh to Trump right now about that. It's just like it's a group of schizophrenics that literally want to kill people. They're going to their houses and shit. It's crazy. It's not just like a terminal online death threat. These people are literally going to their houses, stalking them for days. And then all it took was, I forgot which account it was, he exposed all of this. And it's like, where's the FBI? Which Trump did do something good about that on that front, but we'll get to that in a second. A couple super chats I got to catch up to. Where were we at? Okay. K-Cup for 2. Tyrone, I want to buy you a beer, my guy. That's real.
I'm on a vow of sobriety until 2026. Keep that for New Year's Day.
American Nerd for 2. Pam Body should have never talked about this. Well, that's always been the issue. For most people with half a brain, the problem was just the way they handled it. That was always the issue. If they would have never said, the file's on my desk, we release it, this would never be the story. American Nerd for 2. New Epstein hated Trump, but this is insane hatred. Oh, it gets even funnier. There's other stuff we gotta talk about.
What else is there? Marjorie Taylor Greene sharing fake news from Axios.
K-Cup for 5. Rap, here's some advice to my brother. Next time you see a piece of news or something and you want to doom tweet, put the phone down and touch grass. Well, no, it's just like, yeah, I probably should. K-Cup for 2. Fetterman.
Better yet, run it through me, considering you're incapable of emotionally regulating yourself when reading the news on bad days.
K-Cup for 2.
I mean, Luke walked like 26,000 steps yesterday.
Jeez. K-Cup for 2. Fetterman fell, reported by Clinton body shot. Yeah. I mean, that's the type of shit. And by the way, those emails confirm Clinton had an affair in the 90s. Hillary did.
Wow. Bill Clinton had an affair?
No, Hillary. No, it was Hillary.
Shot.
It was Hillary Clinton. I gotta pull this up. And the guy died like a year later.
Clinton's a Clinton, you know. That doesn't really matter which one.
It's always the Clintons. Funny how that works.
Yeah, you know, the penny. I've heard the penny had information that lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton. You know.
Oh Jesus. Yeah. So Jeffrey Epstein claimed that right here, this is one of the emails, that she was doing stuff with this guy named Vince Foster. Foster
Vince
committed
Dow.
suicide in 1993.
I was about to say Vince Dow. I'm just kidding, but yeah.
No, not Vince Dow. No, we love Vince Dow. We love Vince Dow. All right. Yeah, they both cheated. Are you really shocked? The funny thing is that's why Bill probably cheated. That's probably why. Are we gonna
Bro
talk?
got pussy whipped.
Oh, jeez. Thank you. Yeah, imagine my shock.
That pussy got me like,
Yeah, before he, the email showed that Hillary had an affair with Vince Foster before he shot himself in the head. Yeah, wasn't the one where he shot himself in the back of the head or something?
Yes, he was involved with the Whitewater scandal while Bill was still governor of Arkansas.
Yeah, he shot himself in the back of the head.
Vince Foster didn't kill himself.
Yeah, sure. And one more thing about the Epstein stuff, because I just want to get the Russiagate thing, because somebody brought that up. Yeah, so we can now prove the Russiagate stuff was bullshit. Because right here, this tweet right here.
Wow.
Well, we knew it was horseshit, but like I said earlier, this confirms that it was Epstein that started the Russiagate stuff. It was Epstein and probably Obama. So Jeffrey Epstein said in emails that he had been advising the Russian government on how to deal with Donald Trump, one of several cases in which he wielded connections to try to influence the course of foreign affairs. So while he was in prison before he got whacked, he was working with the government of Russia to try to fuck with Trump. Yeah.
NAFO heads are about to explode.
Yeah, wow. What a shocking turn of events. It's Epstein that created Russiagate. Indirectly. Not Josh for 5. Guarantee you these leftists reacted to Fetterman fall by saying it's the ground okay. Oh yeah, they want him to die. They want him to be dead. Yeah, I feel bad for Fetterman because he's one of the few Democrats. Like, he's a bullshitter, but everybody wants him dead on the left.
I mean, just
it's
enjoy him for the next 3 years, basically, because he's
only in America will you have a politician take brain damage and start actually serving their constituents.
That's very true.
That's always been like the funniest thing. You know, I should laugh at that, but it's just funny. It's like he became more moderate after having brain damage. Well, what does that tell you, by the way? There's actually one or two ways you can interpret that. And both of them are kind of funny. All right, everybody. So, I guess we got to talk about what is going to be the biggest story for the next couple months. Kind of the point of the stream. We got to talk about the Trump administration. And really, I would argue the next couple months, it's the most important of his entire presidency. Possibly his entire political career. Because we're at a point now where it's a lot of people are frustrated with the state of the economy, messaging. The H-1B visa thing was a disaster. Why the hell did Trump say that? Why? I'm still confused why he even implied like we need
because he doesn't know the answer. He doesn't. How am I gonna say this? Yes, Trump should keep his mouth shut. No, Trump is not betraying us on the H-1B visa question. What's most likely happened is Susie Wiles, who's always been, I mean, we've talked about it on stream before. Susie Wiles has always been more establishmentarian than others. She just knows Trump is powerful, so she's threw her lot in with him. She's probably let it. The donor class has really been getting to Trump ever since Kirk was killed.
Yeah.
I think that's what this is. Kirk was the only real advocate for the people, for the base, and since they fucking killed him, the donor class is increasingly starting to get their way with Trump, which is why we're seeing bullshit like this. The 50-year mortgage thing, it was confirmed. Trump tweeted it out 10 minutes after being presented with it, and people in the admin almost immediately started barking at him and yelling at it and shooing the donor class out.
No.
I guarantee you.
It was an idea of, like, the guy had good intentions, like the Bill Polk guy. He had good intentions for it, but I don't think he expected Trump to tweet that out 5 minutes later. It was kind of just an idea that he had. And he did, so. And now you got the 15-year car loan? Like, seriously? What are we doing? Why instead of trying to fix the root cause, we're focused on this? Well, we know why. This benefits donors. This type of shit benefits the donors. Big time. And now, like you said, since Kirk's been dead, that's when the administration went off the rails completely on some of these issues. Just completely off the rails. We're talking about we want to increase the amount of Chinese students. We want to import more people. It's bad. But you would think Vance would step up. Where's Vice President Vance in all this? Or Stephen Miller? Where are they
That's my
at?
question. That's my question now. What the fuck are Vance and Miller doing? Have they been just totally sidelined by the donor class?
They might have been. Because it's strange because one second you have...
I mentioned on stream a while ago that my friend from Feminist Frau wrote that tweet thread saying we were going to... the loss of Kirk was going to be tremendous because Kirk understood the base. And we're now going to see... I mean, she fucking predicted it.
Yeah.
With Kirk gone, the base is losing an important voice. I think Trump still has good intentions, but it's a good czar, bad boyars kind of thing. We need to be louder than ever with protesting this shit and making it be known, no, we don't want this because that is donor cast nonsense.
Yeah, and he surrounds himself with some really bad people. You got a lot of good people like Vance Miller. There's a lot of good staffers in the admin, but then you get dumbasses like Dinesh D'Souza, who I know is not directly in the admin, but this guy personifies what's wrong with Trump right now. This dumbass. For those that don't know, he is the...
Thank you. Honestly, God bless Tyler Oliveira for exposing Dinesh as a blood and soil Indian nationalist.
I mean, like, this is worse than even what Ramaswamy did. At least Ramaswamy was arguing some bullshit. At least you could understand what he's saying. This dumbass said, from MAGA sources, I don't know what he means by MAGA sources, but he says, I learned that our students have zero attention span, can't do simple math, possess no critical reasoning skills, have serious behavioral issues, and are
We're going to point to information made up by people who led immigrants and saying immigrants are better than the Native Americans in the country.
They're 3 to 4 years behind in cognitive development. Are these the best in the world? Whiz kids who can ace any jobs? What a piece of shit! Go back to where was he born in India?
Yeah.
You hate America? Go bye. Why are we still putting up with this shit? This is the type of shit that Trump's dealing with. By the way, I know he's not directly in the White House, but you have dumbasses like Mark Levin running around saying similar stuff. Just related to
you have idiots like Dinesh D'Souza and Mark Levin fucking saying they lost because of anti-Semitism and racism.
Yeah.
I found yeah. He was born in Mumbai, or at the time Bombay. He lived in India from 61 to 91, and he's been in the United States ever since then. Yeah, y'all be more like his son-in-law than like Dinesh.
His son-in-law
is Brandon Gill.
Yeah, his son-in-law is one of the
really?
best members of Congress. Yeah, that's the crazy part.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, be like his daughter and son-in-law, or Nayland Haley, or myself.
Brandon Gill is arguably probably the best congressman in Texas.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was going to say, be less of a Dinesh D'Souza, be less of a Nikki Haley, be more of a Nayland Haley or a Brandon Gill.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
K-Cup for 5. My dad knows guys who worked security in the 90s when the Clintons came to Green Bay. Once said he saw Hillary lead women up to hotel rooms from the back. Oh, gosh. I would be shocked, but that's a Clintons for you. That's who we're dealing with here. American Nerd for 2. Vance should have Cheney level of power as VP. I agree. The fact he hasn't is just... I know part of it's he's getting used to being the VP, but still. American Nerd for 2. Trump may be our boomer, but he's still a boomer. Yeah. American Nerd for 2. D'Souza's son-in-law is pretty base. I forgot. Yeah, Brandon Gill is his son-in-law. Forgot about that.
Look, I'm going to address things directly. Trump publicly walking back on the 50-year mortgage thing, the 15-year car loan, that wasn't even his idea.
Yeah, that wasn't his idea.
That was not his idea. And the 600,000. Look, please, for the love of God, my friend Mr. Starr, I retweeted it yesterday night. Trump just says shit People need to stop taking these fucking comments of Trump saying we need 600,000 Chinese visas or we need 50 or more. We've known since he announced his campaign, he just fucking says things and never follows up on them. He just says shit. Stop trying to fit these crazy fucking statements he makes into some kind of chain of action and consequence. This isn't some great betrayal of the base. This is just another installment in his episodic series of, I'm going to say really stupid shit because I'm used to being a TV celebrity and I want to say stupid shit.
Yeah,
you want to talk about the H-1B visa shit? Sure, on the tech side it's still iffy, but Trump himself doesn't give a fuck about the intricacies of H-1Bs. You know who does? Stephen Miller, who approves every visa at the end of the day. Joseph Edlow, head of USCIS, who has been cracking down on all forms of immigration. The 10,000 ICE DOs, deportation officers, who swear in January. The thousands members of the National Guard system, myself included, who are working with ICE and Border Patrol facilities to act as force augmentation and administrative work augmentation to get people out. Trump campaigned on two things, the economy and immigration. He's doing fucking amazing on immigration, and shit's only going to go further. We've had over 2 million self-deportations and over 500,000 forced deportations. That's 2.5 people. It's 2.5 million people in what, 10 months?
Yeah, let me pull that because I know, was it DHS that posted this image? Because I posted a chart on this, I think.
Sure, we've got 100 million people in this we got 100 million illegals in this country, but the vast majority of them are fucking leaving. And these things aren't going to stay static. There's going to be a cascading effect, and it's only going to get more intense as more ICE agents, more military personnel, more government workers get in on this shit. Like, hello? Why are you people dooming? We're not a year in his fucking admin yet. We haven't even had the first State of the Union. Let's wait until the first State of the fucking Union.
Well, he had to address the Congress, but yeah.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, I know. Like, when you say State of the Union, it's the second year, yeah.
Yeah, my bad. He hasn't addressed Congress 12 months in yet.
Well, no, he has.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? It hasn't been 12 months. It has not been 12 months. Sorry, I'm running on 3 hours of sleep
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just clarifying, go on.
Yeah. It has been 10 months. It hasn't been 12 months. Real cost of living is going down. Inflation is going down. Sure, the economy is not doing better. Sure, Trump could be doing more for the economy. Yes, I will say it outright. I think the tariffs were an incredibly stupid idea, regardless of what other people who I'm very close to think. And Trump does need to stop playing fuck foreign policy games. But he's doing what he can and is making tangible enough efforts to alleviate stress in the economy. And he is doing an amazing job with deportations. So people need to quit fucking being upset.
Yeah, so I got the chart.
I'm not going to say we're going to be fine. We're not going to be fine. But get used to it. Trump's going to do the best that he can. We need to be more united. We need to be less neurotic online. If Trump does something stupid, yeah, make it be known. If Trump does something good, praise him so he sees that.
Yeah.
We need to win the fucking midterms. We need to shoot down that stupid fucking Utah bill. We need to overturn Section 2. So when Trump goes into 28, helping Vance become 48, we have a Senate and a House majority, and Vance can actually secure Trump's legacy.
Yeah, I got the chart pulled up right here. I mean, we are again, we want more of this, obviously, but just from January to August, so this is a couple months old, the foreign-born population in America went down by 2.2 million. Just 6 months.
By the way, that is not including undocumented exits from America. There are a lot of people who are voluntarily leaving America through their own channels.
Yeah, and we don't know like who these people are. We have no clue they left or not. That's another thing. We don't know.
I will say something like I'm looking at this chart, and you can just it's just really noticeable. Like especially the last year or two before Trump got in, like the amount of just like purely unassimilated foreigners, like just everywhere. Like it wasn't like this even in 2021. The difference is so noticeable, and it really and I couldn't quite get on my finger, what's happening until I like saw charts like this and it just all added up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we're gonna start like we're gonna see a cascade of this going on because now we're getting more ice agents trained up. It takes a couple months. They're spending more money now. We're gonna see. I think earlier next year we're gonna really start to see actual progress on this front. Because now I mean we effectively closed the southern border, so there's no more illegals coming in. So we are going down in illegal population and foreign-born population. Really, we just need more.
Trump campaigned on immigration as the most important thing, and we're getting rewards on the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The goal I'm hoping for is within 4 years, try to get below 40 million. I know that's kind of unrealistic, but it's about 12, 13 million going about. So I think it's possible. But we'll see. We shall see. All right.
So just to be clear, absolutely no under any circumstances whatsoever should there be an amnesty deal accepted ever.
Yeah, this is the best chance to get rid of these people. You don't need amnesty. Trump proved it. Trump proved it within a minute. You don't even need to pass a new bill to secure the southern border. Just enforce the laws. And that's what we're doing right now. Jacko Max. Oh god.
No, I was gonna give something anecdotal from my time working with USCIS and ICE.
Yeah, go on.
I'm not talking about my job. I was just gonna give an anecdotal example. A lot of immigration law had changed in 2022, took effect in 2023 under the Biden admin. They intentionally changed the asylum seeking process to make it as easy as possible. Previously, you had to wait indefinitely to get an approval, and you were not able to get a work visa. They changed it in 2023 to where if you were in the United States illegally and you applied for asylum, even if they didn't respond, within 180 days, you would be automatically given a work visa of some kind. And if you got a work visa, you could apply for indefinite stay in the United States. This is something that changed. This is something that was previously, this was a rule under the Clinton, Bush, and Obama admins. Trump undid it, and then the Biden admin brought it back. And now they're getting rid of it again. The system was literally, I can say firsthand, the immigration system is set up to let in as many fucking people as possible by giving them as many loopholes as possible. And they provide illegal aliens with literal hundreds of pages of law firms and legal agencies that can help you get this shit. Trump's cracking fucking down on it. You want to know why I'm not dooming on Trump despite being pissed about the economy? And by the way, I'm an economics major. It's because he's fucking working on deportations. I see it every day. I see this shit every single fucking day. Trump is doing an amazing fucking job on immigration. We're going to see it get a lot fucking busier. I myself have been thinking about becoming a deportation agent, honestly, because the job's really fucking fun. If you don't have a job and you don't know what the fuck to do with your life, go apply for ICE. Go become a deportation officer or an enforcement an enforcement and removals agent assistant. Like the opportunity is there. All right. I've ranted enough.
No, that's good. I just had to get a couple stuff set up. Jacko Max for 5. I will not accept Rubio as VP in 28. This just empowers the neocons further. Keep him in the cabinet, but RFK as VP. The MAGA voice is more important. I've seen an argument. I am a bit concerned with Rubio, especially the last couple of weeks. He's been doing some questionable things, but I don't know. It's for sure going to be Vance. I still think it's going to be Rubio. That's basically what I'm understanding. So
I don't think it should be Rubio. Rubio has proven himself. He is still a war hawk on foreign policy. He has completely shut down any efforts by Trump to solve relations with Cuba in an effort to try and exercise Monroe Doctrine here. He's been the one pushing for Trump to get more proactive with Venezuela. And I guarantee you that if Rubio had his way, Maduro would sooner be fucking killed by a drone strike or SOCOM team than being granted amnesty literally anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Rubio is still a fucking war hawk. I don't trust him for vice president.
Correct mode for 5. Clinton's affair had dirt on her. That's why he died in a year. Yeah. Test channel well for 5. He's a president of the United States. Stop making excuses for awful communication. It's literally his job, bro. No excuse for insulting his base. Well, that's a problem with the thing. Just the messaging's been awful. Like, I know it's Trump. He says shit all the time, but he's got to be more careful as president. Because his actions, like, literally, his words mean a lot to people. So, yeah. Lord Rhino for 5. Send Trump over to help us deal with our immigration problems. You guys are cooked in the United Kingdom. Sorry to break it to you. You guys, yeah. Good luck. Potato Chip for 5. It's funny seeing Democrats distracted their voter base with Epstein so they can forget about their crappy attempt at a shutdown. Yeah, funny how that works. Immediately after, that's why they did it, by the way. That's why they released the files at that point. Because their base was furious with a shutdown. And
like I said, the Epstein thing was not about getting rid of Trump. It was about throwing shit to their own base. I literally said this earlier in the stream.
Yeah. Okay, so I got the charts pulled up, and this is related to work permits. Okay, this tracks all of them, not just H-1Bs. There's a lot of shit ones. And anybody notice anything about the work permits? Anybody notice anything? So this is the amount of permits, the change for the prior year. We are about 2 million less than we were last year. Now, you look at the other chart, this is like how many we're accepting. We're still accepting way more than we did back in like 2018. But just in a year, we have effectively cut these work permits in half. This is the bullshit immigration scam. We import all these people, they take jobs from Americans, and we have cut it by 50%. In just what, 8 months? 9 months?
9 months, yeah. By the way, I'd like to point something out. Ramaswamy, D'Souza, all of these Indian influencers, they only started getting really vocally pissy after India was banned from having the H-1Bs into the next couple of years because of their abundant overrepresentation in the immigration system.
I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. That's when they started getting pissy, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That explains a lot. These freaking dumbasses. Why do we still listen to these people? Why? Have they provided anything to Trump in the last 5 years?
No. They're grifters. They put out slop for boomers to consume because boomers care about being anti-racist and all this shit.
Guys, we need it.
So they'll read D'Souza's book about the end of racism and a multicultural America. And then immediately D'Souza will fucking go around. So actually we need more Indians because Americans are fat and lazy, have low test scores, and consult the experts.
I love how this guy, he says, oh, we need multiculturalism, but he says, oh, all other cultures suck except Indian culture. That's what he's implying.
I love India. I would sacrifice my life for India.
I mean, it's seriously, they care about multiculturalism.
I would sacrifice my life for Pakistan.
Isn't that funny, by the way? It's they only care about multiculturalism for their culture, and that's it. Nobody else, though.
They only care about multiculturalism when it comes to living in foreign states where their culture is not the predominant one.
Yeah.
It is funny. I remember reading a tweet, and it basically says that if you're unassimilated, you advocate for immigration, but only from your ancestral homeland or where you came from.
That's funny.
If you're assimilated in a good way, you're just no more immigration. I don't care where it's from. And if you're assimilated, but you become a liberal, you want open borders from around the world, no matter where it's from. That's the general rule, and I apply it. And I think Dinesh is clearly not assimilated if he's mad about Indian H-1B specifically.
Tyrone's word of the day. That's no narcissism.
Many such cases. By the way, here's a tweet from John Doyle.
Oh, John Doyle tweeted. Look, Jeffrey Epstein might have been a pedophile, but at least he wasn't a Trump supporter. I love John Doyle. I love him.
Well, there's something to be said about Trump's critics of being pedophiles more often than not, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to start that shit show on
Yeah,
stream
funny
right
how
now.
that works.
Yeah, let's
Really?
see. We also got a poll out of North Carolina. Roy Cooper's up by 8,
No, I
9,
don't
something
believe
like
that.
that.
I mean, if we had the same environment as we did on Tuesday, maybe, but that's pushing it. Lord Rhino for 5. Remember, China is an ethno-nationalist state, yet calls for the West to be multicultural. Yeah, I wonder why. Because when people forget, this is a thing that Razor Fist brings up a lot in his videos. China pumps this shit out. They pump out the shit of multiculturalism. They're the ones that push this crap, but they never do it themselves. I wonder why.
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because China fundamentally understands that what they've... China is unironically a fascist state. China is the ultimate realization, and I mean this completely seriously, not in the boomer Democrats are the real racists or whatever way.
But they're the real racists their own.
China, I'm the real racist. China is unironically the first successful fascist state in history because they managed to pursue a lot of what Mao and Mussolini have done with their realist fascist or realist socialist policies. Corporatism, not corporatocracy. Corporatism. I encourage the viewers of the stream to look it up. Having companies and sector. I'm not gonna get into the fucking nitty gritty of it. China is unironically the first postmodern fascist slash socialist slash state capitalist state, whatever you want to call it. And they fundamentally understand that because they're the only ones who can break the liberal world. They're the only ones who supersede the liberal order in that way. They want global liberalism to continue because they know that with their current model, not only will their state be immune to all the corrosive effects, it's also simultaneously keeping the world from being able to catch up. They push this shit out because they know it keeps their enemies down, while they themselves don't have to huff their own fucking farts. That's why it's fucking important to get as far away from the liberalism will die by the 2030s, and I don't mean Democrats form of liberalism. I mean the current system as it is, low interest rates, global trade, representative democracy. This is my fucking take. This shit, we're running on fumes. It's going to die. It's going to lose momentum by the 2030s. What comes afterward, Lord fucking knows. But I know a lot of fucking states, and I know especially a lot of right-wing young men are looking to how China is handling things and going, yeah, that's actually not that bad of an idea with what they're doing over there. You know why? Because it fucking works.
Yeah, and also
ask me how I fucking know. My friend Mr. Starr, big fucking China guy. He has shown me shit on China with how they do it, and I'm like, wow. Because China actually ripped off us in a lot of ways. They've openly admitted that their bedrock. No, I mean like their economic philosophical bedrock, unironically, is partially rooted in the national system of political economy and what Alexander Hamilton and the Whigs and Republicans were doing.
Okay.
Yeah, and apparently James Lindsay is also pointing out that Americanism for Americans is a Nazi idea or something.
Are you serious? Pull the tweet.
James Lindsay's a fucking retard. I don't give a fuck what he thinks.
Okay, here's Matt Walsh quote tweeting it.
K-Cup for 2. Tyrone with a China take is trying to summon Luke. That's real. American Nerd for 2.
Well, Luke's an annoying Wolvert.
American Nerd for 2. Wasn't Maoism, communism, and fascism combined then? Tyrone, explain this.
No. No, I have. I'll explain it on Twitter at some point. I'm not going to nuke the stream. The stream is for news.
That's why I told you to explain it, because I know it's a very complex answer.
When Fetterman returns to the Senate, he'll be reading the Protocols of the Elders of Zion.
Oh, shut up! Shut up about that. Freaking the most fake document in history, and dumbasses believe that shit is real. I don't get how people believe that stuff. For those that don't know, that's where the conspiracy stuff really started in the modern 21st century, 20th century. That's where that shit started. And it's a pile of bullshit. It's fake. It doesn't even make any sense when you read it. It's schizophrenia. Was it originally like a freaking a Russian propaganda piece too? And people took it as
What
real.
was?
The Protocols of Zion or whatever it's called.
No.
Damn. It's just a pile of bullshit. But yeah, right here.
It's some nonsense that was written at one point. That's what it is. Don't actually take that shit seriously,
Yeah,
guys.
it's just schizophrenia. It's not even real. All right, yeah, so right here, James Lindsay, who runs the anti-woke crowd, which, for those that don't know, anti-woke just means if you're the right of, like, who's, like, the most conservative person that's, like, into this shit, this anti-woke stuff? The woke right, excuse me. Who's the further right?
Wow, hold on. D'Souza just fucking said it. He called us whiteys.
What?
D'Souza just called us whiteys. Yeah, he made a tweet saying whitey.
Wow, that's bad. Yeah, what a fucking retard.
Where are you at? Where is it at?
I just posted it. All the professional whiteys on X.
Oh my.
I actually cringe reading that for many reasons.
Let me read this. How ironic it will be if a brown American like Vivek actually helps to fix education and raise the prospects of white kids, while all the professional whiteys on X continue their idle boasting about how they too could get us to the moon, just like some white dudes in 1969. Go fuck yourself. Why are these people here?
Dinesh D'Souza hates white people. Does
Hey.
Dinesh D'Souza hate his own son-in-law then?
Probably.
Does Dinesh D'Souza hate his half-white daughter who doesn't look Indian at all?
Wow, he actually, guys, this is what these people believe, by the way. Not all of them, obviously, but there's a large chunk of these people. They believe this shit. They just been bullshitting for years because they need white people for their bullshit. And now it's like, oh, the professional whiteys. Hey, isn't it like, so he's an immigrant, right? Right here.
Yeah, he is. He's
What?
From India.
I thought, could you deport people for saying stuff like this?
Yeah. Denaturalize Dinesh D'Souza!
Do it! You can't!
Dinesh D'Souza! Please, Donald Trump! Denaturalize Dinesh D'Souza! And my life is yours!
Because I'm pretty sure you could denaturalize some of these people. If they break the law, like, I thought there's a way to do it.
Well, D'Souza is a felon, you know, so...
Oh, he is? Oh, I forgot about that. Please, Trump, if you're listening. It's really like the Zeus thing.
Please, Trump. Please, Donald Trump. I'm literally tweeting that out right now.
Yeah. American Nerd for 2. Can't believe Trump pardoned D'Souza 5 years ago. He did? That was stupid.
No, he did it, like, in his first term, like, in 2017.
That's what it said. Jacko Max for 2. He tweeted a picture of Tucker Carlson with Fatah and Mamdani. No way.
Dinesh?
Oh my gosh. What is this? Oh my gosh.
The woke right or something. I don't know.
What is this?
What?
Is this where it's going? I can't say I didn't warn you. America. Oh my. You have. This is boomer slop. You have.
I mean, nobody under the age of like 50 listens to Dinesh D'Souza, anyways.
What? What is this? You have Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes with Mamdani.
All right, I made the tweet. I'm gonna put it out in the
Tyrone,
chat
look at the latest tweet I sent of D'Souza.
Oh hell no!
This is who we're dealing with, everybody. He's losing it. All because who was the person that exposed it? What's their name? I'm retarded. Excuse me. What was the person's name that exposed this and D'Souza went crazy over it?
Tyler Olive.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Tyler Oliveira.
Yeah. Send that to Trump. He should. Hey, actually, I should. I should send this to Trump. Or somebody else should, I should say. Yeah, so this is the you talk about actual racism. This shit is. This
Midnight said in the chat, Dinesh D'Souza was the commentator who got Sam Francis fired from his job.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh. This is bad. His entire feed's like this. Oh, and now we're getting this argument. This freaking guy. Now he's going through actually, guys, nobody could afford a house back in the 50s. I'm getting so sick of this argument. Yes, your grandparents could afford a house in 1950, but it was 900 square feet. Yes, homes cost less in the Reagan era when I first bought, but the interest rate was 9 to 10%. You freaking moron.
Hey, hey, kids, you want a house? Work harder. As we import 1 million Indians a year.
Listen, honestly, 90% of people trying to buy a house right now, they would buy a 900 square feet house right now if they could afford it. But they can't. I'm getting so sick of this shit. Oh, average square feet. That's bullshit. That metric's horseshit. This idea that it's actually, no, guys, it's cheaper now. That's bullshit. That is complete horseshit. Yeah, they don't even build 900 square feet houses anymore. They don't build that shit anymore. It's now freaking, you have to buy it with these massive pile of shits.
This 97-year-old restaurant still serves Coke the old-fashioned way. This 100-year mortgage still robs payers the old-fashioned way.
Oh my gosh. He's mocking us. This guy's an asshole. Get him out. Deport him and denaturalize him. Bye. Shoo. We don't want you in here anymore. Let's see here. American Nerd for 2. I get why Owens is in the picture, but Tucker, what the F? It's just, I don't know. Potato Chip for 2. Nightmare Blunt rotation. Yeah. Rose acted like we can't see the exact same houses going up 10,000% in value. Yeah! There's freaking houses that were bought for $5,000 back. I'm not joking. There are houses, you could look this up. They were bought in 1955 for like $6,000. They now cost like $10 million. Or something crazy like that. Guys, but the average square feet. I'm so sick and tired of these people. They're full of shit.
Remember when you could buy houses from Sears?
Yeah. And that's the whole argument. Oh, all these houses were smaller. You could afford them. And even then, the bigger houses, you can probably look this up. These older houses in the 50s, they have gone up insane in value. Way more than, it's just, I'm getting so sick of D'Souza already. American Nerd for 2. D'Souza sounds more insane than Ramaswamy. He is. He's batshit crazy.
Don't they basically have the same view?
Within the past 2 years, Indians until 2023, Indians had such insane goodwill online. Everyone was chill with Indians. And then, as soon as 2023 shit hit the fan with them, and now everyone fucking hates them.
What happened?
They started showing their true colors.
That's like, okay.
Probably the do not redeem the card video.
Oh, that's right.
Do you think it'll ever like go back to normal?
No,
I remember for a period of time, like I remember in the 2010s, everyone really hated Turks online, and now everybody forgot about them. I'm not saying it'll go back.
Oh yeah.
Everyone used to hate on Turks like online 10 years ago, and now nobody cares about them.
But the thing is like the problem is like these people, they're making it worse themselves for saying shit like this. I'm getting so sick of this. Guys, look it up. You can find a house that was built in the 1950s that was like $10,000 then. It costs like $800,000 now. These people are full of shit. They're full of so much shit. Did you see that one tweet about sacrificing for homes? Yeah, I saw that. The freaking old-ass white guy said, oh, you just got to work 50 hours a day and you can afford a house.
I think we should force boomers to work in subarctic condition gulags in Alaska. And when they complain about old people not being able to work as effectively, we just say hard work builds character.
Work harder.
Because that's what they're trying to make us fucking do. Yeah, just work harder, bro.
American Nerd for 2. Is Vance's wife the only sane Indian left? No, there's plenty of them. It's just like the problem is like they're getting a bad
You
rap.
forgot
Because,
Nayland Haley. Nayland Haley.
well, people are saying like they get a bad rap because of dumbasses like the Susan Ramaswamy running around saying shit like this. Hey guys, you could just it actually costs more in the 50s to build the house. Yeah, I'm gonna do a study on this. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna go look up this bullshit he's pushing.
You want to know why people could afford shit in the 50s? Because we were at the peak of low interest rates in the post-war global order, and America still had an insanely fucking powerful, and I mean insanely fucking powered industrial base to make shit and manufacture things. Critically, which we don't fucking have anymore.
But no, Tyrone, the average per square feet went down. Totally, sure. Because we're building larger houses.
You know, this reminds me of the Big Box Mart video from Jib Jab.
Yeah, that's a perfect comparison. I posted on Twitter a couple months ago. It perfectly exemplifies the problem. Oh, guys, go to what's the name of the? Was it Box Mart? Right?
Big Box Mart.
Yeah, it's just like you go there. It's like shit. Like you work for minimum wage. You buy all their shit, and all your jobs that were high paying 10 years ago are gone. That's what happened.
So now you'll be working as a janitor for the rest of your life.
I got raptured in Compton. What the fuck?
What?
By the way, this is the
What happened?
That's the
Tyler,
kind
what
of life
happened?
that Ben Shapiro wants. By the way, yeah. What?
No, my friend just sent me something.
Oh, let's see here. In Google in the United States in 1950, the median price to buy a home was approximately $7,000. The average cost for a new 3-bedroom house was slightly higher, ranging from $8,400 to $9,000. Yeah, so they're full of shit. They're full of so much shit. What they do is they purposely compare the smallest possible house you could buy into today. If you compare the same house to today that it was back in the 50s, it's significantly cheaper. Significantly. According to my county, the house I bought in 2019 for $200,000 is worth $390,000 now. It's insane. Yeah, it doubled over 2 years or 5 years. Oh, but guys, you could. But meanwhile, wages went up like 2%. I'm sure people can afford it. I'm getting so fed up with these people. That's why I'm getting upset about this, because there's so many people, they want to buy a house, but they literally can't. And these dumbasses who bought their mansions back in the 80s that were cost like $50,000. Well, yeah, they had higher interest rates. Who gives a shit? They cost nothing. Wow.
Wow, this 97-year-old boomer still rage baits people the old-fashioned way.
What?
Do you not remember that tweet? Wow, this 97-year-old diner still makes Coke the old-fashioned.
Oh,
do you not remember
I know
that?
you're talking. Yeah, I remember that.
So there's by the way, there's a Reuters poll that has a D+1 generic ballot, and Trump's down 18
Bruh.
in approval.
Yeah, right guy.
And in other news, Disney Plus is going to have AI generated short form content
Slop.
from users.
Slop. You ready for the slop to come on?
I love slop. I love being fed garbage, y'all. I love paying companies money to make the most slop imaginable. I'm fucking done with this world.
Right guy for 2. Oh, Big Box Mart, what do you have for me? Yeah, it's bad. American Nerd for 2. I guess D'Souza doesn't like Ike. Oh, yeah, he would say, Ike, he was a socialist or some shit.
If we're still on that topic, can we talk about how Amy acted?
Can you say this in something where I can hear you?
I can't hear you.
Now, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
better.
I had my sorry. Yeah, so can we talk about how Amy Acton, for some reason, is outflanking Ramaswamy on...
That's going to be a problem. I'm warning everybody. Be careful. Be careful, Ramaswamy.
Amy Acton, I seriously fucking hope Acton wins. I out of principle fucking want Ramaswamy.
I'm warning you.
I'm sorry. I know I am not a principles person, but fuck, I hate Ramaswamy, and I hate that anti-white motherfucker.
Like, I'm warning you guys. He's gonna do something. He's gonna blow it. I'm telling you, especially if it's Tim Ryan. I mean, Amy Acton's ready to write of her.
If only the GOP wasn't so fucking addicted to running foreigners. Jesus Christ! I have Republican Party fatigue, like really bad Republican Party fatigue as of late.
American Nerd for 2. Walt Disney would lose it if he was alive today. He probably would just like abolish Disney.
I don't think Ramaswamy would lose to Amy Acton. I think he'd beat her, but Tim Ryan, that's a different story.
She's outflanking him.
I should mention Walt Disney literally worked for the FBI to rat out communists in Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean.
Also, here's a Dan Crenshaw internal poll from Texas.
Is this the one where he was up by?
Yeah, he's below 50.
Okay, everybody.
Yeah.
Breaking. Verizon has just fired 15,000 employees.
I guarantee you, within the next week, Verizon's going to talk about how they're going to use AI to start automating certain processes to save money.
It's what they're going to do. Microsoft did the same shit back in June, and Vance is the one that called this out. They say, AI is going to make this more productive. So we're going to fire 15,000 employees. The very next day, they apply for 14,000 visas. That's what's going to happen.
How about we automate sectors of the economy where we rely on illegal labor? How about we automate agriculture instead of services where educated white people still fucking make up the bulk of the workforce?
Here's an idea, because this is something that, like, you know how you want to fix H-1B system to make it actually halfway worthwhile? You know what you do?
You get rid of H-1B visas.
In a perfect world, you would. But, we're not going to be able to do that. The best we can do is reform it. If these companies really need it when they're starting up, just say, okay, you can have these people for 3 years when you're starting a new company or whatever. But after that, you get nobody. That's plenty of time. 3 years of training your employees.
We're still on, bro? We're still on? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, God, here comes Tricom Luke.
Dude, look at this shit. Look at this account that just liked my post. What the fuck is this shit?
Oh, jeez.
The Sydney Sweeney Project and 10 others liked your post. I just get back. I just got done working and
what the fuck?
I got done working and I just checked my notifications on Twitter and just the Sydney Sweeney Project and 10 other liked your posts.
Oh my
Is that
God.
the success? Is that the successor to the Calvin Coolidge Project?
Maybe.
I guess. I suppose.
Potato Chip for 5. Oh boy, I love cheap illegal labor and AI. I can't wait for the new golden age of the American economy. Sarcasm. Yeah. Jackomax for 2. Run Sears, that'll get the role of Virginia good old boys. Yeah, let's go run Sears again.
Okay, can we talk about the fact that, like, in this new Reuters Ipsos poll, Trump is -18, but Dems lead by a solid 1% in the generic
Yeah,
ballot?
we talked a little about that. But
Like,
funny
bro.
enough,
Yeah, go on.
I was going to say that we were about to end the stream in like a little bit, but yeah, go on.
But, like, bro, this shit is insane. Like, the Dems are not fucking popular right now. It's a joke of a
No,
party.
they're super popular. What are you talking about? They're the most popular they've ever been.
Also, do we have any new Epstein developments while I was gone? Because
Basically, he started Russiagate. He was the one that started Russiagate.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
someone was saying, according to him, like, Epstein admitted that Trump and him hated each other.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like...
All right, if anybody got more super chats, any more questions, concerns, whatever, send them now. Last calls for super chats.
Couple things I want to bring up, by the way. So, we were talking about the movie K-pop Demon Hunters a few days ago, and I forgot to bring this up. Check out this video.
What?
This is the new Democrat anthem based on K-pop Demon Hunters.
My.
You could also...
Is it as bad as the DEMS one? Is it as bad?
I watch and find out, I guess.
Oh my. Let me pull this up. This chat, be ready for cringe. What is this?
I think that's the peak of millennial culture. It's only Zoran Mondani is the last grasp of soillennial culture.
This was in New York City.
Look at this crowd, by the way.
They're all old. They're all either old or gay.
This is awful.
This is the new Democrat anthem.
No, I remember, like, that was community noted. That was, like, this thing called the Gay Man's Choir or something. It's some shit in New York City. Like, I didn't know
Oh,
that shit.
okay.
So, yeah, all those men are gay.
Oh,
If you couldn't tell already.
my.
I figured.
You guys
We live
should
in hell.
check, you guys should check the tweet I shared. So if you look at
I retweeted it.
if you control for race, American white and Asian students do better than everyone except for Asian Americans in PISA scores, which are global test scores, do better than everyone except literally everyone. And American whites do better than pretty much everyone except Japan and Singapore and Taiwan. And even U.S. Hispanics do better than most European countries. And even
Taiwan
America
doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking
Shut
okay,
up.
but like real, you should pull up the tweet I sent. It's
I
from
pulled
Logan.
it up. Yeah. Yeah, U.S.
So-
Asians are by far the highest. That's not a surprise. Singapore,
Even higher
Taiwan.
than Singapore.
Yeah, I mean that's and U.S. whites not far behind Japan and stuff. Singapore, of course, is a freaking.
I must return to deporting people. Goodbye, chat.
All right, see ya.
Goodbye.
So everybody,
Also in Texas, a Navy
No,
veteran
let
and
Rap finish. Let Rap finish.
no, go on.
All right. A Navy veteran and activist in Granbury, Texas, was arrested for posting a satirical meme in a locally known satirical Facebook group.
Good luck in Texas. That's okay. Anyways, I think it's time to end the stream on that note.
My
All right.
final words to everyone here. I have not left yet. My final words to close the stream out. I will emphasize what I said earlier. Please, for the love of God, stop framing everything Trump says that seemingly contradicts his admin as some fucking shit of him betraying the base or whatnot. View it as yet another installment in his episodic, I'm just going to say stupid fucking shit no matter what, and have absolutely nothing come of it. Trump says and does this shit so much. He's done it so much, this admin, and you motherfuckers are still taking his H-1B and Chinese student comment seriously. He just fucking says things. Focus on what's actually happening. That is all.
All right, everybody. I think that's it. If you guys did enjoy today's stream, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. We'll see you guys more than likely tomorrow night. Yeah, Friday night stream maybe. We'll see. Okay, we'll see
You guys won't be seeing me tomorrow night. I'm going to be gone until next Wednesday because my birthday is this weekend,
Oh,
and
happy
I
birthday.
have some
Happy
friends on.
birthday,
Thank you.
Tyrone.
Happy
I'm turning
birthday,
20.
Tyrone.
I'm turning 24. I'm fucking old.
What?
right.
I thought you were like older.
All right, everybody.
No, I'm 24 on this weekend.
I do got going. We'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or wherever you see us at.
Rhino
Godspeed.
Rap.
What?
Rhino Rap.
What?
Shut up, Luke.
Rhino Rap. That's what I'm
Luke,
closing
shut the
it out
fuck
with.
up. Rap, just end the stream.